Unit number 5. Name of the lesson: Congruence of triangles. Congruence of triangles. Now, the way I'm doing this lesson will be little bit different than the way you have learned this in school. If you have already learned this lesson in school, the way I will be doing this lesson will be something little different than that, right? Congruence of triangles. Unit number 5, congruence of triangles. Right. So it's clear that we are talking about triangles. Let's draw a triangle like this and let's name it as triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. Now we know for a triangle we have sides and we have angles. There are sides in a triangle and there are angles in a triangle. So what are the sides of this triangle? Yes, can you please name the sides of this triangle? How many sides are there? Yes, there are 3 sides. What are the angles of this triangle? Name the angles of this triangle as well. Name the sides and also the angles of this triangle. Name the sides of this triangle. And can you please name the angles of this triangle as well? Right. So sides, yes, there are 3 sides for a triangle. How can we name them? We can name them as AB side. Next one, side BC. And the next one, side CA. So we have 3 sides. You either can name it as AB, you can name it as BA if required. BC is equals to CB. CA, you can name it as AC as well, whatever you want, right? And when it comes to angles, yes, there are 3 angles, right? We know how to represent an angle using 3 letters, right? So this A angle, we can name it as CAB angle. And the other angle, the next one, we can name it as angle ABC. Next one, angle BCA. Again, the same angles, we can represent it as BAC. Next one, CBA. The other one, ACB. Right. Today, the 3 sides of the triangle and the 3 angles of this triangle, we are calling them as the elements of the triangle. So how many elements are there in this triangle? Yes, right? If you're talking about elements of this triangle, we can say there are 6 elements for this triangle. So what are the 6 elements? 3 sides and the 3 angles, right? So there are 6 elements for this particular triangle, the 3 sides and the 3 angles. Now here onwards, what are we going to talk about is, right, the congruence of triangle. In other words, can you remember the term coincide? Coincide වෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද කියලා දන්නවද? Coincide වෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද කියලා දන්නවද? හරි දන්නවද? Let's consider this, the two hands of mine. Hurry. So if I put the two hands like this, one top of the other, right? It is getting coincide to each other, right?
Yeah.
මේ දෙක එක මත එක සමපාත වෙනව නේද? එක මත එක ගානට සමපාත වෙනව නේද? Right? So that means, can you all understand, when it comes to this hand and this hand, this finger is exactly same for this finger. එහෙම නැත්නම් coincide වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේද? මේ අනිත් කැල්ලක් පේනව නේද උඩට? අර සමහර අය තියෙන මේ මාපට ඇඟිලි සමහර අය දැකලා තියෙනවද ඔයගොල්ලෝ අර ඇඟිලි දෙකක් මෙහෙම ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. හරිද? ඒතකොට උගේ එක මේ පැත්තේ මාපට ඇඟිලි දෙකක් ආවම උගේ මේ පැත්තේ ඇඟිලි දෙකක් එනවද? දැකලා තියෙනවද එහෙම වගේ? දැකලා නැද්ද? මේ පැත්තේ මේ මෙන්න මේ ඇඟිල්ල වෙනුවට නැත්නම් මේ ඇඟිල්ල වෙනුවට අර වෙනම කැලි දෙකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා දැකලා නැද්ද? දැකලා තියෙනවද? Right? So if I keep the two, if I keep my two hands like this, right? So in order to coincide these two hands to one another, the properties, the measurements, the length, the what you call width, everything of this finger should be equal to this finger. Am I correct? මෙයාට මෙයා equal වෙන්න ඕනේ. මෙයාට මෙයා equal වෙන්න ඕනේ. මෙයාට මෙයා equal වෙන්න ඕනේ. මෙයාට මෙයා equal වෙනවා තමයි මේක අංගාර වෙලා මේ දෙකක් නෙමෙයි එකක් වගේ පේන්නේ. හරිද කියන්නේ? Yes? Right. Now here onwards, what are we going to do is, we are considering two triangles and we are going to check whether the two triangles are coincide to one another. Right? So we are going to check whether the given two triangles are coincide to one another. My question. How many elements are there in a triangle? 6. So in order to coincide two triangles to one another, how many elements in one triangle should be equals to the other triangle? What do you think? Again, let's consider there are two triangles. In order to be these two triangles coincide, congruence to one another, how many elements of this particular triangle should be equal to the other triangle? කීයක් elements equal වෙන්න ඕනද? මේ triangle එකේ elements 6ක් තියෙනවා. මේ triangle එකත් එක්ක coincide වෙන්න නම් මෙයාගේ elements කීයක් මෙයාගෙත් එක්ක match වෙන්න ඕනද? What do you think? 6, right? All the 6 elements should be equal to one another, right? මේ අත් දෙකේ වගේ මේ, if you consider these 5 fingers as 5 elements, all these 5 elements should be equal to these 5 elements in the other finger, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise these two what you call the two hands will not be coincide to one another. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Is it clear? Right. මේ බලන්නකෝ. පුතේ මේ බලන්න. Let's consider a triangle like this. Online students, am I clear enough? Hello everyone, can you all hear me? Online students, can you hear me? Can you please raise your hand if you can hear me? No point raising the physical hand without switching on your camera. හරිද? මේ දෙන්නකන් ගෙදරින් ඈ. මේ තරම් නෙයි. උදේපාන්දර කුසිගෙල්ලනවා කියලා. හරිද? Right. මේ බලන්න පුතේ. Let me consider these two triangles. ඔන්න බලන්න ඈ. link එක දාපු group එකට. ඔව්. තව වෙන කවුරුහරි පිටින් ඉන්නවද නෑ? එවන්නද? ඒක group එකේ දැම්මොත් ඒක ඉමාරි යන්න මගේ WhatsApp එකට මෙන්න ඕනේ. මගේ WhatsApp එකට මෙහෙම ඇවිල්ලා තිබ්බොත් තාම කනෙක්ට් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද? ගේමද? Am I recording? Yes. Right. Okay. Pute, let's consider the name of this triangle. I'm considering it as triangle ABC. Name of this triangle, let's say triangle PQR. For an example, let me consider this side as 5 centimeters, this side as 6 centimeters, this side as let's say 7 centimeters. PQR triangle, this side is 5 centimeters, this side is 6 centimeters, this side is 7 centimeters. Magnitude of angle A is, let's consider it as alpha amount of degrees. So this is also alpha amount of degrees. ඒක මට හරියට කියන්න බැලුවා මේ 5යි 6යි 7යි කිව්වහම angles ටික මෙහෙම 30යි 40යි 50යි කියලා මට ඕන විදිහට දාන්න බෑනේ. එහෙම ඉන්නේ නෑනේ. 5යි 6යි 7යි triangle එකක් ගන්නවා මේ triangles වලට අදාළවට angle එක set වෙන්නේ. ඒකයි මම angle එක දාන්න නැත්තේ. හරි. Let's consider the magnitude of this angle as beta. So this is also beta. This is, let's say, theta. This is also theta. Right? My question. Hello? Let's wait for a moment. Hurry. I'm going to ask you a question. When you consider these two triangles, what do you think these two triangles will be congruent to one another, coincide to one another? Yes or no? Yes, because all the 6 elements of the triangle ABC equals to all the 6 elements in the triangle PQR. Okay, ඇඳලා කපලා බැලුවොත් එහෙම ගානට ටක්කේට එක උඩ එක තියනවද නැද්ද? තියනවද නැද්ද? තියනවනේ. Triangles දෙක එක උඩ එක ගානට හිටිනවද නැද්ද? මේ බලන්න. පුතේ, now when it comes to congruence of triangles, you have to prove the two triangles are getting congruent to getting congruent. There is a proper method, there is a proper way that we are going to prove it. Right? These are the steps. Right? Let's say that we have given these two triangles and it is asking us to prove that these two triangles are congruent to one another. Right? So I'm going to write a sentence like this. Hello. Consider ABC triangle and PQR triangle. Consider ABC triangle and PQR triangle. Okay. Now I'm going to consider the elements in the triangle ABC and also the triangle PQR. So in my left hand side, I'm going to write the properties, the elements of the triangle ABC. On my right hand side, I will be writing the elements of the triangle PQR, which is equals to ABC triangle. May බලන්න. The length of AB equals to what? Length of AB equals to what? 5 centimeter. Length of PQ. Yeah. So we are going to congruent these two triangles. No? So AB equals PQ. BC equals part of the QR. හරියට ගියාද මම බලන්නේ නැහැ හොඳේ. මම කියවන්න බලන්න. CA equals PR. RP يعني එක පැත්තකට යන්නකෝ. RP. හරි. Now three sides are equal. තව තියෙනවා. CAB equal part of the RPQ. It was say ABC equal PQR. BCA equal QRP. All the 6 elements of the triangle ABC equals to all the 6 elements of the triangle PQR. පුතේ එහෙනම් මට ලියත හැකි. Now all the 6 elements are equal, no? Therefore ABC triangle congruent මෙහෙමයි දාන්නේ. Not equal, 3 dashes. Congruent ABC triangle. Triangle. Congruent with PQR triangle. Is that it? Right? Because all the 6 elements of triangle ABC equals all the 6 elements of triangle PQR. Therefore, if you cut and put the two triangles on one top of the other, should be coincide to one another. Clear enough? Yes? Can you please write this? Biada. Right, yeah, clear. Two triangles, if the two triangles are congruent to one another. Right. Putih. Now, hari, මං හිතනවා මේක පැහැදිලි කියලා. පැහැදිලි කියන්නේ. පැහැදිලි කියනවා? Yeah. Right? If the two triangles are congruent to one another, right? The six elements of one triangle should be equal to the six elements in the other triangle. But there are four instances. Right? Putih me. බලන්න චූට්ටක් තේරුම් ගන්න try කරමු. Right? There are four instances, right, where we don't have to equal all the six elements of one triangle to the six elements of the other triangle by getting equal 3 or maximum 1 to 3, 2 or 3 elements of one triangle to equal to 2 or 3 elements in the other triangle. We can prove the two triangles are equal. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙමයි. දැන් මේ මගේ කටින් කිව්වනේ elements 6ම equal වෙන්න ඕන කියලා අනිත් triangle එකේ elements 6ට මේ දෙන්න congruent වෙන්න. හැබැයි පුතේ special instances හතරක් තියෙනවා. 6ම equal කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මොනවා හරි කියන්නේ special elements තුනක් තියෙනවා. එක triangle එකක elements තුනක් අනිත් triangle එකේ elements තුනකට equal වුණොත් automatically ඉතිරි වෙන elements ටික නිකම්ම equal වෙලා දෙන්න congruent වෙනවා. ඒක තේරුණාද? elements 6ම equal කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. එහෙම special instances කීයක් තියෙනවද? There are four instances. Now, when it comes to the first case, we are calling them as case 1 and case 2 and case 3 and case 4. Right? So case 1, there are some 3 elements. If you can prove that the 3 elements of this triangle is equals to the 3 elements of the other triangle, then automatically the two triangles are getting congruent. In the case number 2 also, same. 3 elements of one triangle equals to 3 elements of the other triangle, so that the two triangles are getting congruent. මම ඉස්සලා පෙන්නනවා මේ triangles කපලා ගෙනල්ලා තියෙන එක පෙන්නන්න තමයි. Case 3 also, 3 elements of one triangle equals to, let's say, 3 elements of the other triangle. The two triangles are getting congruent to one another. Fourth case, special case, 2 elements of a triangle equals to 2 elements of another triangle. Two triangles are getting congruent to one another. Right? So what we are going to learn here is, especially in this lesson, these four special cases where you can prove the two triangles are congruent to one another without proving all the 6 elements of one triangle is equals to all the 6 elements of the other triangle. How more am I clear enough? Is that clear? Right. Putih, right. Put the topic, right? Case number 1. හරි දැන් අපි elements 6ම equal කරන්න නැතිව කරන්න පුළුවන් විදියක් තියෙනවද කියලා තමයි මේ බලන්න හදන්නේ. හොඳේ. අනේ. අයියෝ. බලන්න. Case number 1. Case number 1. Right. Can you please බලමු ටක් ගාලා ඉවර කරන්න. Case number 1. Can you please try to draw? I want you to draw 3 triangles into these correct measurements. මේ හරි measurements වලට අරින්න ඕන දරුවෝ ඈ. ලස්සන ඩ්‍රග් ගන්න. මෙතන වැඩේ කරන්න යන්න. Right. I want you to draw a triangle ABC. Let's say this is 3 centimeters. Adina main measurements 5 centimeters. This is 30 degrees. Magnitude of this angle is 30 degrees. This is 7 centimeters. හරිද? Draw another triangle PQR. Measure 7 centimeters. This one 30 degrees. This length 5 centimeters. ඊට පස්සේ මෙහෙම triangle එකක්. පොඩ්ඩක් කල්පනාවෙන් අඳින්න ඕනේ. මෙයා L, මෙයා M, this is M, and this point is N. This length is, let's say, 7 centimeters, 5 centimeters. This angle is 30 degrees. Alright. Can you please draw these three triangles, Sangal? Now, when you constructing the last triangle, be careful, right? You have to little bit careful on when you're drawing the last triangle. පොඩ්ඩක් ඒක ඇඳ ගන්න බැරි වෙයි නැත්තම්. කල්පනාවෙන් කරන්න උනේ. Right? මේ just draw a 7 centimeter line මෙහෙම අඳින්න ඉස්සලම නිකන් 7 centimeter line එකක්. Just draw a 7 centimeter line. හරිද? Then measure 30 degrees and draw a line like this. ඔමයක් අඳින්න. 30 degrees වලින් ඔය කහ පාට line එක අඳින්න. හරිද? Then take 5 centimeter distance to the pair of compasses. අහගන්න නැත්නම් බැරි වෙයි කරගන්න. හරිද? Take 5 centimeter distance to the pair of compasses. Alright? Keep that on the point L and draw an arc like this. එහෙම arc එක කැපෙන තැනනේ පුතේ ඔය point එක එන්නේ. කහ පාට line එකයි 30 degrees වලින් අඳපු කහ පාට line එකයි හරි arc එකයි කැපෙන තැන තමයි ඔය වගේ point එක එන්න ඕන. Right. Draw these three triangles quickly. Let's hurry up. හරිද? හරිද? ඉවරද? You guys need more time? පුතේ right? Right hand, right? Does anyone need more time? Anybody need more time to draw these three triangles on the? Hurry. I'm going to ask you a question. By looking at your three triangles, can you just check whether two triangles are getting congruent to one another? කපලා අලවන්න බෑ නේද? පොතේ ඇන්දේ නිකන් බලන්න නිකන් ඇහෙන් බලන්න නිකන් මේ මොකක් හරි මැච් වෙලා දෙකක් තියෙනවද තුනම congruent වෙයි වගේද? තුනම congruent වෙයි වගේ. එහෙම දෙයක් තියෙන්නේ. ඔය ඇදලා බලන්න. එකලඟ ඇද්ද නැද්ද? පෙරේරක් තමයි නැහැ මේක. තුනම congruent වෙයි වගේ කියලාද ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිතන්නේ? වෙන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. අයියෝ. මේගොල්ලන්ට තුනම congruent වෙයි වගේ කියලා කියනවනේ මාර ප්‍රශ්නේ. හරි. මේ හරි. Let me consider these three triangles පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න. ඔන්න දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දුන්න කතාවම මම triangles තුනකට ඇඳලා ටිකක් length එක පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩි කරලා. හරිද? length එක චුට්ටක් වැඩි කරලා. මේ so I have three triangles in my hand. ඔන්න බලන්න. Right? I have three triangles in my hand. online එකත් බලා ගන්න. පළවෙනි triangle එක තියෙන්නේ මෙහෙම. හරිද? පළවෙනි triangle එක තියෙන්නේ මෙහෙම. මේක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට චූටි එකක් එන හින්දා මම පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් කරා. මගේ අතේ තියෙන triangles වල මෙන්න මේ length එක විතරක් වෙනස්. චුට්ටක් අහගන්නකො. මගේ අතේ තියෙන triangles වල මෙන්න මේ length එක විතරක් වෙනස්. ටිකක් බලමු මේක තේරෙන්නේ කියලා. right පුතේ. I have a triangle. Let me name it as ABC. This length is 20 centimeters and this length is 28 centimeters and this angle is 30 degrees. හරියටම measurement වලට මේ triangle එක දිනවා කිසිම හොරයක් නැහැ, බොරුවක් නැහැ, වංචාවක් නැහැ. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඔය නම් අත ගාලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? කිසිම වංචාවක් කරලා නැහැ. මේ තියෙන්නේ triangle එක. online අයට පේනවා. මේ හරියම measurement වලට තියෙනවා. right? පුතේ I have another triangle. මෙන්න මෙයා හොඳේ. මෙයා කලින් triangle එක number 1 මේ. හරි. I have another triangle. මේ බලන්න. Now this triangle. ඔයගොල්ලෝ පොතේ අඳින්න බැරි හින්දා මම අලුත් length එකක් දුන්නේ. This angle is 30 degrees. This length is 28 centimeters. This length is 20 centimeters. හරිද? මේ එක triangle මේ තියෙන මම දෙවෙනිට ගත්ත triangle එක මේ මගේ මොනවද වම් අතේ තියෙන්නේ මේ තියෙන මම පළවෙනි ගත්ත triangle එක මගේ දකුණු අතේ තියෙන්නේ මේක මෙහෙම set වෙනවා මේ ගානට මේක මෙහෙම set වෙනවා මෙන්න මේ triangles දෙක උඩට තේරුම් ගමු මේ එක example එකෙන් තේරුම් ගමු හරි first triangle this is the first triangle and this is the second triangle හරි මෙන්න පුතේ තුන්වෙනියා right now this is the third triangle මේ this length is 28 centimeters. This length is 28 centimeters. This length is 20 centimeters. මේ තියෙන්නේ තුන්වෙනියා. ඔන්ලයින් අයත් පොඩ්ඩක් බලා ගන්න හොඳට තේරෙනවද කියලා කියන්නේ. හරිද? මේ triangles තුනේම මේ මගේ අතේ තියෙන triangles තුනේම ළමයි. 28 centimeter side එකක් තියෙනවා. මේ බොරු නෙමෙයි මේ. මෙන්න මේ side එකට මේ side එක equal. මේ බලන්න මේ. මේ side එකට මේ side එක equal. මේ triangles දෙකේ මේ sides දෙක equal. මේ 28. මෙයාටයි මෙයා 28. හරි? So all these triangles are having a side which the length is 28 centimeters. All these three triangles are having a side which the length is 20 centimeters as well. මේ 20 centimeter distance එක තියෙන side දෙකකුත් තියෙනවා. මේ 20 centimeter distance එක තියෙන side දෙකකුත් තියෙනවා. මේ 3.20. All these three triangles are having 30 degree angle as well. මෙයාගේ මෙතන 30, මෙයාගේ මෙතන 30, මෙයාගේ මෙතන 30. මේ 30 degrees angle එකකුත් තියෙනවා. දැක්කද show ඉනේ. මේ angles තුනම equal මේ. angles ටික coincide වෙලා මේ. ටැව් දැක්කද? හරි. හැබැයි පුතේ when you consider these three triangles, there is a pair of triangles which is getting congruent to one another. මේ දැක්කද? මේ දෙන්න congruent වෙනවා. මේක congruent වෙනවද? sides දෙකකුයි angle එකකුයි equal. මේක මේ කොහෙන් හරි පයින්නවා මේ. අපතයි. හරිද? මේක වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? මේක වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේ triangle එක congruent වෙන්නේ නැහැ මේ දෙන්න congruent වෙනවා. වෙන දෙන්නගේ වැඩේ මොකද්ද මේ congruent වෙන දෙන්න මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? Right? පුතේ මේ from this activity these two triangles got congruent to one another. මේ දෙන්නගේම size එක, area එක, shape එක, perimeter එක, හරිද? angles ටික, sides ටික ඔක්කොම equal. හැබැයි මෙයාගෙත් එහෙම තියෙනවා sides දෙකකුයි angle එකකුයි equal වෙලා තියෙනවා. මේ දෙන්නගේ එක විදිහට තියෙන මේ දෙයක් මෙයාගේ ඒ විදිහට නැති කඩේ මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? පළවෙනි දෙන්නගේ එක විදිහටම තියෙනවා තුන්වෙනියගේ එහෙම නැහැ. මොකක්ද ඒ ප්‍රශ්නේ?
angle එකේ sides දෙක
can you observe this? මේ the two sides the angle is the included angle of these two sides. Is that clear? අර measurement එකක් දීලා තියෙන equal වෙලා කියන sides දෙක මැද්දේ තමයි මේ දෙන්නගේ angle එක හැදලා තියෙන්නේ. Is that clear? Is that clear? Now when it comes to this triangle, it is not the included angle of the two sides given. Am I clear enough? Am I clear enough? Now again coming back to the beginning of this lesson. If the two triangles are congruent, all the 6 elements of this triangle should be equals to all the 6 elements of this triangle. If the 6 elements of this triangle equals to 6 elements of this triangle, the two triangles are getting congruent. Now there is a special scenario. If the two sides may side dekata may side dekata and this side and this side, if two sides and the included angle of one triangle is equals to two sides and the included angle of another triangle, then the two triangles are automatically getting congruent to one another. පුතේ ඇයි එහෙම වෙන්නේ? මේ බලන්නකෝ. බබාලා. Let's try to understand this මේ. Now we have an angle in between these two sides නේ. මේ sides දෙක equal. හරිද? ඒ දෙන්න අතර angle එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ දෙන්න අතර angle එකක් තියෙනවා කියනකොට මේ දෙන්නගේ මේ sides දෙක equal. හරිද? දෙන්න අතර තියෙන angle එක is equal. සමාන angle එකක් තමයි මේ දෙන්න අතරත් තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට automatically හිතන්නකො පොඩ්ඩක් remaining side එකේ length එකත් automatically මොනවා වෙන්න ඕනද? sides දෙක equal වෙලා ඒ දෙන්න අතර angle එක equal වුණොත් එහෙම automatically ඉතුරු වෙන angle එක ඉතුරු වෙන side එක නිකම්ම මොනවා වෙන්න ඕන? equal වෙන්නේ මේ. මහලුකු අමාරු දෙයක්ද මේක තේරුම් ගන්න. නෑනේ? Right. So this case we are calling it as S case. ඒ කියන්නේ side angle side. If the two sides and the included the word is very important. Two sides and included angle of one triangle equals to two sides and the included angle of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent to one another. Clear enough? Clear enough? Yes? හරිද? මේ ටික පොඩ්ඩක් මේක කටු සටහනක් දාගෙන ගිහලා ගෙදර ගිහලා මේ triangles තුන ඇඳලා පොඩ්ඩක් මේක experience කරලා තේරෙනවද? මේ පාඩම තේරුම් ගත්තාම මාර ලේසියි ඈ. හරිද? මේක කපලා කරලා බලන්න මේක වැඩේ වෙනවද? ඔයාලා කිව්වට වෙනවද කියලා ෂුවර් නැහැ. හරිද? කරලා බලන්න. ඇඳලා බලන්න. Right? වැඩේ පැහැදිලිද කියන්නේ? Online students, am I clear enough? Please raise your hand if you are clear enough. Online students, am I clear enough? Yes. The first case, side angle side. Two sides of a triangle and the included angle of the triangle, included angle of the two sides equals to two sides and the included angle of another triangle. The two triangles are getting congruent to one another. Clear? Yes or no? Clear. Right. Put it. I don't want you to draw these two triangles again to the correct measurements. But in order for us to prove this, let's draw these two triangles again. A, B, C. හරිද? මෙහෙම එකම විදියට තියෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. තියෙන විදිය මෙහෙම තිබුණාට අපි හරවලා මේක coincide කරගන්න පුළුවන් නේ. Is that clear? Right. මේ බලන්න ABC කියලා. Let's consider this triangle ABC. This angle is 30 degrees. මේක හැමම ගමු practical එකේ කරපු එකම 20 centimeters and this is 28 centimeters. 30 degrees, 20 centimeters, 28 centimeters. Let's name this as PQR. Alright, make another gannuko. Now we are going to prove that. So this is the first case. Right. Quickly draw this. I don't want you to draw this into the correct measurement. You can't, right? And the area. Right. Now from the practical we know these two triangles are congruent to one another. From the practical we know that the two triangles are congruent to one another. Right. So how are we going to prove it? Right. This is the method that we need to prove it. Consider. We have to consider the two triangles. What are the two triangles? Consider triangle ABC and triangle PQR. පුතේ මේ දැන් මේක මෙහෙමනේ වෙන්නේ side දෙකක් sides දෙකකුයි included angle එකයි නේ equal වෙන්නේ හරිද sides දෙකකුයි included angle එකයි equal වෙලා තමයි මේ දෙක congruent වෙන්නේ. Right? So this is the way, this is the what you call the steps. How are you going to prove it as? You have to write the equal step, then the equal angle, then again the equal step, because this case is calling as side angle side. අපිට ඒ පිළිවෙලට තමයි කරගෙන යන්න වෙන්නේ. Right. So let's write the properties of the ABC triangle in left hand side, PQR triangle in right hand side. So what is the first side which is equal? AC. AC side equals to what side? අනුගරින්නේ කාටද? AC equal වෙන්නේ කාටද? PR. What is the reason why are you saying that AC equals to PR? Because that is given as information, data, right? So you have to write the why you are saying so, also you have to write inside the brackets. What is the reason for you to say that AC equals PR? That is purely because that is an information which is given in the question, so that we can write it as data. From the figure itself, we know that these two sides are equal. Now the included angle, very important, right? From the activity, we got to know, right? If the included angle is not equal, then the two triangles are not congruent. Clear enough? Included angle is a Venn mode. Right? Me. Now let's say included angle. B, C, A angle equals Q, P, R angle. What is the reason? Data. That is also given as a data. Today, last one, CB and BC equals cardinal. PQ. Again, data. We have only proven how many elements are equal. 3 elements of one triangle equals to 3 elements of the other triangle. But from the practical, we know the two triangles are congruent. Therefore, ABC triangle congruent to PQR triangle. What is the case? Side, angle, side. So you have to write the case as well. Clear the. You have to write the case as well. Is that clear? Yes. Please write this information. Lian. Please write this.
side and side period
ලියන්න ඕන. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම side and side period ලියන්න ඕන. case එකට අදාළ period ලියන්න ඕන. Yeah. Magdalena. Yes. ලියන්න theorem එකක් කියලා දාලා මේක ලියන්න. නෑ first case පොඩේ. theorem කියලා දාන්න ඕනේ නෑ. හරි first case කියලා දාලා පොතක් මේ කොටුවක් ඇතුලේ අපි මේ ලියලා කොටුවක් කරමු. නැත්නම් ඉතින් කොටුවක් ඇතුලේ ලියුවොත් මම මතක ලියක් කරනවා. First case. So let's write this first case. First case. ලස්සන ලියමු. ලියන්න ඕනේ මේක. If two sides, first case, if two sides and the included angle, if two sides and the included angle and the included angle. If two sides and the included angle of one triangle of one triangle if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to two sides and the included angle. Two sides and the included angle. Two sides and the included angle. Two sides and the included angle of another triangle two sides and the included angle of another triangle, put a comma, then the two triangles are congruent. Then the two triangles are congruent. Then the two triangles are congruent. Right. So within brackets, let's write the case as SAS, side angle side. SAS. Right? SAS case. Side angle side. The important things that you need to remember is you can't consider any angle. You always have to equal. If the included angle equal only, the triangles are getting congruent to one another. Right? එහෙම නැතුව වෙන කෙනෙක් දිවිලා පුළුවන්ද? මේව දිවිලා පුළුවන්ද මේ? Right. මේ බලන්න. Let's consider this triangle මේ for an example. මේ බලන්න. පුතේ අග්ගාල වැඩි කරමු. හරි? Right. Let's consider this as, let's say, PQR triangle. Hurry. This is 6 centimeters, 7 centimeters, let's say 8 centimeters. The angle between these two, the sides, let's consider it as theta. Hurry. Let me consider another triangle. Element. 6 centimeters, 7 centimeters, 8 centimeters. Hurry. 6 centimeters, 7 centimeters, 8 centimeters. එහෙම ගන්න බෑ. අපි ගමු මෙහෙම. 6 centimeters, let's say this is 7 centimeters. Hurry. This angle is theta. My question. Can I consider these two triangles are congruent to one another? No. Can I consider these two triangles are congruent to one another? What is the reason? Because the included angle is not equal. හරිද? මාර්ග පැහැදිලි කතාව. right ඊයන් මේක ඇදලා ලියන්න යන්නේ. අන්තිම මේකට අග්ගාලා. ඉක්මන් කරමු. හොඳට ඔළුවට දාගන්න තියරි එක. Leanna, PQ, we cannot say, we cannot say PQR and LMN congruent to one another. We cannot say PQR and LMN congruent to one another because because the included angle is not equal. Because the included angle is not equal. Because the included angle is not equal. Right? Amaru jab denna monari apa yadil jarak tinawadu. So case ke monari deru na jarak tinawadu. Right. Topic ke gak corresponding elements of congruent triangles. 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 Babala. Okay. Now let's consider may balannako. Now let's consider may balan. Hari. Now let me consider these two triangles now. Let's draw it again. On the Rahagan. Hari. Hari Islam activity got the triangles, congruent picture triangles in Muganangu. Congruent picture triangles in Muganangu. Right. So during the activity, we have observed these two triangles got congruent to one another. We have a triangle like this. Then there is another triangle like this. And we have a triangle. Here 28 centimeters, 20 centimeters. This angle is 30 degrees. Now when it comes to this triangle, this side is 28 centimeters, This side is 20 centimeters. This angle is 30 degrees. Those two triangles got congruent to one another. We have done activity as well. So the name of this triangle is triangle ABC. Name of this triangle is triangle PQR. Hardik, Baba, Pute, right. Now these two triangles got congruent to one another. Right. We have done the activity and we have proven, you observed, right? Witnessed that these two triangles congruent to one another. May බලන්නකො. Now when it comes to these two triangles, AB side, හොඳට අහගමු මේ AB side got equals to කාටද? QR side. AB and QR was equal to one another. And then may බලන්න. AC got equals to what? PR. And these two triangles, this 30-degree angle was equals to this 30-degree angle. Now, three elements of the first triangle got equals to three elements of the second triangle. These two triangles are congruent to one another. One triangle is having six elements. The other triangle is also having six elements. What we can tell about the remaining three elements of the ABC triangle and the remaining three elements of the PQR triangle. These also should be equals to one another. So what is the remaining side of this ABC triangle? BC. Automatically BC කාට equal වෙන්න ඕනද? BC කාට equal වෙන්න ඕනද? Should be equals to PQ. කැමැත්තෙන් හෝ අකමැත්තෙන් equal වෙන්න වෙනවා දෙන්නට congruent වෙන්න ඕන. නේද? අපි දෙන්න congruent වෙමු. එහෙනම් ඉතින් කැමැත්තෙන් හෝ අකමැත්තෙන් අර sides දෙක equal කරගන්න වෙනවා congruent වෙන්න. නැත්නම් congruent වෙන්න බෑ. Right. So BC side should be equals to PQ side. Hari, දැන් මොන කල්පනාවෙන් මේ we have an angle which is opposite to this AC side. AC ට ඉස්සරහින් ඉන්නව නේද හොර ගෙඩියෙක් මෙතන මෙහෙම. මේ when it comes to the other triangle, PR and AC is equals opposite to PR. There is an angle as well. How the equal වෙන්න ඕන? නිකම්ම automatically equal වෙන angles දෙක කවුද? ABC automatically getting equals with PQR. Howද කියන්නේ? One angle remaining. What is that? Equal වෙන තව එකක් ඉන්නවා. කවුද? AC B angle equals QPR angle. These are getting automatically equals to one another because the two triangles are congruent. මේවට අපි කියනවා correspond. මෙයාගේ මේ triangle එකේ ABC triangle එකේ BC ට corresponding element එක තමයි PQ. ABC triangle එකේ ABC angle එකට corresponding PQR එකේ element එක තමයි PQR. හරිද? ACB angle එකට corresponding element එක තමයි that is QPR. So if the two triangles are congruent, then automatically the corresponding elements of the two triangles are also getting equals to one another. Right? තුනක් equal කියලා පෙන්නලා දෙන්න congruent කියලා පෙන්නවා. ඉතුරු තුන නිකම්ම equal වෙන්න ඕන. Is that clear? Right. Can you please draw this? Please hurry up. Please hurry up. Yes, done. Yeah. Can you please hurry up? Can you please hurry up? Yay. Right, done. Yes. Yes, done. Right, shall we write this sentence? Corresponding elements of corresponding elements of corresponding elements of congruent triangles are corresponding elements of congruent triangles are equal. 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 Correct? Clear? Yes. Shall we start doing this question quickly? Pute, Panaskal. Exercise, let's start 5.1. Directly come to this question number 3. Exercise 5.1, question number 3. Exercise 5.1, question number 3. Corresponding elements of congruent triangles are equal. Right, Pute, can you please read the question and try to start the question? Padangkan. Please stop talking. Please stop talking. I want you to draw figures. Please draw figures and try to get the answer for this. So you have to prove that these two triangles are congruent to one another. Yes. We don't have anything to discuss. Right. In the given figure, we have a figure where we can observe. Yes, there are three triangles in this figure. If you carefully observe this. In the figure, AB line segment, the length of AB equals to length of DC. AB equals DC. And the magnitude of the angle ABC equals to magnitude of the angle BCD. Prove that the two triangles are congruent to one another. Nah? Three question number three. Question number three. Right. Right. Can you see that there are two larger triangles, and shall we separate them it out and draw it separately? Let's draw the two triangles separately and mention the details given. Can you please hurry up? Draw the two triangles separately. Draw the two triangles separately and mention the given information on it. Let's hurry up. Right. All right. Right. In the given figure, AB equals DC, ABC equals BCD. Let me draw. Let's draw the two triangles. Right. We have a triangle ABC, BCD. Right. AB side equals CD side. Given. May another information has been given. Pute ABC angle. May ABC equals to BCD. BCD. Harine, correct? Prove that. Right? Prove that. Helmet prove that ABC triangle is congruent to DCB triangle. What do you think? Can we prove that these two triangles are congruent to one another? Yes? Bad. Sides equal වෙනවා. Angles equal වෙනවා. එහෙම එකක් ඉගෙනුවේ නෑ. Side එකකුයි angle එකකුයි විතරක් equal වුණාම දෙන්න triangles දෙක congruent වෙනවද? Side there. නෑ. එක පෙයාරකයි තියෙන්නේ. එක පෙයාරකයි තියෙන්නේ. අයියෝ ඇස්පේන් නැද්ද අයියෝ? අයියෝ මේ අයියෝ අපි ඉවරයි අයියෝ මේ BC side equals කාටද මෙයාගේ? BC නේද? What is the reason? It's a common side for these two triangles. දෙන්නගේම common side එක ගලවලා බලනකොට length එක දෙකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්ද? ඈ? බැරි වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. Right. හරි. දැන් මේක පිළිවෙලට ලියන්න ඕන පුතේ. මේ කොහොමද ලියන්නේ? Consider triangle ABC and triangle BCD. Let's consider the two triangles. Two triangles are getting congruent under the case side angle. So we first have to write the two equal sides, then the two equal angles, then the two equal sides again. Right. Let's write them together. Let's write them. Right. So what are the two sides? AB side equals CD side. What is the reason? Data. ABC angle equals BCD angle. What is the reason? Data. BC equals BC. What is the reason? Common sense. Common side. Common side. Right. So the two sides and the included angle of one triangle equals two sides and the included angle of another triangle. Therefore, ABC triangle congruent with BCD triangle. The case is side angle side. Side angle side. So this is the answer for question number 1. So this is the answer for question number 1. This is the answer for question number 1. Question number 2 කියනවා prove කරන්න කියලා AC side equals to BC side. මොකද කියන්නේ? Here now these two triangles are congruent. The remaining side is AC side. On the other triangle, BCD triangle, the remaining side is BD side. If the two triangles are equal, corresponding elements of two congruent triangles are again equal to one another. Do we have to say anything? Do we have to prove anything? We just have to write AC equals what? BD. What is the reason? Corresponding elements of congruent triangles are equal. Corresponding elements of congruent triangles are equal. corresponding elements of congruent triangle side. Corresponding elements of congruent triangles are equal. Corresponding elements of congruent triangles are equal. Shall we try another question? Question number 4. 5.1, question number 4. Online students, am I clear enough? Online කට්ටිය පැහැදිලිද? Yes, nice. Right? Question number 4. Exercise 5.1, question number 4. Does anybody need more time on this? Hey, look at this, man. ये तो बादल है. Right, let's do this. Give a try. Online students, I'm unsharing the screen for a moment. You have to refer to your textbook and let's try to get the answer. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for you to try. All right, let's give a try on this. Done. Yes. No? Ayo. Terine? Vipatak niti. In the quadrilateral ABCD, the sides AD oh AD side dekai mein sides AD and side BC. AD and BC are parallel. Pute, these two sides are parallel. Right. Now we have two straight line segments which are parallel to one another. Can you all see transversals going here and there? Right. There are transversals, right? So angles are getting equal. Right? AD and BC are parallel and equal in length. Fantastic. These two sides are equal in length as well. Very nice. Mark the given data in the diagram and prove that ABC triangle. ABC triangle. May I mean equals to congruent to ADC triangle. When may AD length equals to BC length, the top triangle and the bottom triangle. Pute, what you can tell about these two angles? Equal. AC side is common for both the triangles. Is that correct? So the two triangles are congruent, not equal, congruent. Consider triangle ABC and triangle ADC. Consider triangle ABC and ADC. Hari, two triangles are congruent under the case side angle. Yeah. Side angle, side. What are the equal sides? On the ABC triangle here, left hand side again. BC side equals AD side. What is the reason? Data. 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 Yes, data. Angles B, C, A angle equals C, A, D. What is the reason? What is the reason now? Now AD and BC are two parallel line segments. AC is a transversal. Alternate angles are forming. Magnitude, the value of the alternate angles are alternated equal. Right? Common make it India. Make AD is parallel to BC. Let's put a comma. Within a parallel. And also these angles are alternate angles. කොහොම ලිව්වහම ඇති. එතකොට දන්නවා ඔයා කතාව දන්නවා කියන. That is how we are going to write it. හරි? A B side is parallel to BC side and alternate angles are equal. AC side equal AC side में. What is the reason? Common side. Common side. Alright. Therefore, today ABC triangle congruent with ABC triangle. What is the case? Side angle. Side. Koban make me bilang at daru. May look like at buta. Is that clear enough? Am I clear enough? Yes. Right. We have to prove AB is equals to DC. Now this AB side is the opposite side to this equal angle. On the other triangle, the opposite side to this equal angle is DC. AB equals to what? AB equals, question number 2 answer. AB equals to DC. Pute, corresponding elements of congruent triangles are equal. That is the reason. Corresponding elements of congruent triangles are equal. That is the reason. A, B, and R. Who did this question? AB parallel to DC කියලා පෙන්නන්න කියනවා. ඒක corresponding elements වලින්ද කියන්නේ? නෑ. මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ? Angles equal කියලා පෙන්නන්න වෙනවා ඉස්සෙල්ලානේ. පුතේ. Right. Now what is asking in the question is this. මේ බලන්න. So you have to prove that this AB side may AB side is parallel to DC side. මුන්දෙන්න parallel කියලා පෙන්නන්න කියනවා. Corresponding in the parallel කියනවා කියලා අලුතෙන් theory කියන්න එපා හොඳේ. Right? These two triangles are corresponding, therefore these two lines are parallel. So how to prove that these two triangles are parallel? Okay. Can you please prove that this angle is equal to this angle? If the two angles are equal, since corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. Correct? Clear enough? Right. Can I consider BAC and ACD? These angles are equal to one another. How the angle? What is the reason? Corresponding elements of congruent triangles. Corresponding elements of congruent triangles. Therefore, since these angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel. Clear enough? Right. BAC angle, magnitude of the angle BAC equals ACD angle. Corresponding elements of congruent triangles. Corresponding elements of congruent triangles. Therefore, AB line segment is parallel to BC line segment. Therefore, AB line segment is parallel to DC line segment. DC line segment. Is that clear? Am I clear enough? පැහැදිලිද? මේ triangles ටික දියාගමු කියලා අපන අවුරුද්ද ඉතු ගන්න. Sustainable resource. What is it? Right, case 2. Case 2. Then case number 2. Second case. Right. Now the first case is side angle side. Now the second case, right? මේ පළවෙනි මේ case එක විතරයි නිකන් එහෙම මතක තියාගන්න තියෙන අනිත් එක නිකම්ම අපි දන්නවා. common sense. හරිද? පුළුවන්. පුතේ මේ බලන්න. Right. Congruence of triangles case number 2. Right. අපිට පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩක් කරන්න ඕන මෙහෙම. I want you to draw 3 triangles into these measurements. මේ බලන්න ටිකක් ඉන්නකො. construct කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ protect එක තියලා අදින්න පුළුවන් හොඳේ. ටිකක් ඉන්න මෙන්න මෙහෙම එකක් හදා ගන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා බලන්න. wait. මේ A B C. This should be 40 degrees. This should be 5 centimeters. This angle should be 30 degrees. පුතේ එතකොට මෙහෙම එකක් අඳ ගන්නකොට ඔයාලට පොඩ්ඩක් කල්පනා වෙන්න ඕන that the sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180. එතකොට මේක දීලා නැතිවට ඒක අපිට ගන්න ඕනේ නැතිනම් මම දැම්මේ නැත්තේ. මෙතන 110 මේ 5 cm line එකක් ඇඳලා 40 degrees වලින් line එකක් අඳින්න 110 වලින් line එකක් අඳින්න. ඒ දෙන්න හම්බ වෙන තැන තමයි C කියන point එක එන්නේ. හරිද? එහෙනම් මම මේක මකනවා. මේ කැලලගේ ගානේ ඕන නැතිනම් මම මේක මකනවා. 110 කියනක ඔයාලට common sense හොඳේ. හරිද? අනිත් කොටක් වල triangles තුනක් අනින්න ඕන. So get 40 degrees here and get 110 degrees here. Join the two lines, automatically you will get the point C. Join the two lines, automatically you will get the point C. With 110 degrees, you don't have to mention it. 110 degrees, you don't have to mention it. Online students, please raise your hand once you've done this so that I can move on to the next one. Can you please draw another triangle to these measurements? Babala. හොඳට තේරුම් අරන් කරන්න. තේරුම් ගන්න නම් දෙයක් නැහැ තාම. හරි. Let's take this as 5 centimeters. P QR triangle, and this should be 40 degrees, and this should be 30 degrees. එහෙනම් මොකද කරන්නේ? PQ 5 centimeters අරගෙන 110 වලින් 110 ගන්නවා එක සයිඩ් එකකට, අනිත් පැත්තේ 40 degrees ගන්නවා. දෙන්න එකතු වෙන තැන තමයි R point එක. මම කියන එක තේරෙනවද? තේරෙනවද? හරි. එතන වෙන්න. Oh, what is this? Oh, we 110 degrees में आ गए. 110 degree angle में स्ट्रोक में लग रहा है. How that is? Right angle එක වඩා අඩුයි 110 degrees එකකට දිනනවා. Yeah. Kau baru pernah kan? Iya, sampai. Baru itu kalau udah salah. Baru itu. Sekarang? Right, huh? Yes or no? Good. ඉවරයි කියන්නේ. ඈ? ඉවරයි කියන්නේ. Let's draw another triangle, Babala. Okay. Let's draw another triangle like this, where you have 5 centimeter. Let me write here. Where you have 5 centimeter. Now this is ML. This length is 5 centimeters, and you will get a small triangle like this. This angle is 40 degrees. This angle is 30 degrees. I'm rating this 110 degrees. මොකක්ද බිමිනේ කාද? මම කරේ කියන්නේ. බිමිනේ. Done, constructed. And the and the and the well done then. You want to build a the diamonds are the diamonds. Sevina kia na sevina na vesa vendra na vai ta pratiya Medium कर the last one, the triangle. චුට්ටක් යටිකුණ්ඩම් එකකින් නේ එන්නේ. ඔව්. ආ? Yes. Yes. එහෙනම් චුට්ටක් යටිකුණ්ඩම් triangle එකක් දෙන්නේ. ඔව්. Yes, right. Right. My question. පුතේ. හරි. මේ බලන්න. Now according to just මේක කපලා බලන්න බෑනේ දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ආයෙත්. හරිද? නිකන් බැලුවට what are the two triangles getting congruent to one another? What are the two triangles getting congruent to one another? ABD PQ. මෙන්න මේ දෙන්න congruent වෙනවා වගේද? මේ දෙන්න congruent වෙනවා වගේද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට? නේ? Yeah. Yeah. වෙනවද නැද්ද? වෙනවා. වෙනවා වගේද නැත්නම් එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ වගේද? වෙනවා. වෙන්නේ නැහැ වගේ. මේකට කොහොමද out නේද? ආ? ඒක මේ ඇස්පේන විතරයි නේද ඒකට ඕන කියන්නේ? ඔව්. මේක අර දෙන්නත් එක සෙට් වෙන්න එහෙනම් පුටි චුට්ටක් පට්ටිත් එක්ක නේ. හරි මේක නිකන් වෙනවත් වගේ නෑට් වගේද මේ බලන්න හරි now not to these measurements to some larger measurements I have three triangles angles are equal but the side length is different right මේ බලන්න right wait a minute let's consider these three triangles same as yours only the side length is different huh? Same as yours only the side length is different හරි මේ පුතේ right මේ I have a triangle මේ online එකේ පේනවද දන්නේ I have a triangle me. I have a triangle me. Okay. So I have taken this length I have taken 15 centimeters. Oh, in now then I have another triangle. Pay no online triangle. Make it 15. Make 5 के क्या 2 टंग इंदा मैं 15 करेगा तब मैं निकाल लेना around the triangle හරි මේ තියෙන්නේ මගේ අනිත් ට්‍රයැන්ගල් ඊක ලපු මොකටද තියන්නේ මේ now this මේක මම ෆෝන් එකකින් කෑම එක ඒ අnder කරා මේ හරි right this is 15 centimeters මේ තියෙන්නේ මගේ අතේ මෙයා හරිද මේ තියෙන්නේ මගේ අතේ මෙයා මේ හරිද ඔන්න හරි මෙෂර්මන්ට්ස් වල තියෙන හොරයක් නැහැ බුරුවක් නැහැ වංචාවක් නැහැ මේ මෙපැත්ත වලට ඔය මේ යටින් මුකුත් නැහැ උඩින් මුකුත් නැහැ මේ හරි මේ now let's consider all these three triangles together again ළඟ calculate කරනවා කියලා බලන්න මේ අනිත් පැත්තටද කොහොමද අපිට chance නැහැ අපිට chance නැහැ මේ දෙක ඒදෙන calculate කරනවා මේවා මේ දෙක calculate කරනවා නෑ අයියෝ මේ බලන්න හරි මේ බලන්න මේ මුන් දෙන්න control වුණා ළමයි මේම තිබුණේ මේම තිබ්බා උඩේ මේම තිබ්බා right now these two triangles ඒඩ මේට වෙලා කරකිලා ඇවිල්ලා මේන්න congruent වෙලා these two triangles the first two triangles මේ දෙන්න these two triangles congruent got congruent to one another මෙයා congruent වෙනවද නැහැ පව් මේ congruent වෙන්නේ right thank you හරිද පුතේ now this case මේ බලන්න where the two angles two pairs of angles got equals to what do you call it two pairs of angles equals to two angles two pairs separately equals to one another and also a side of this triangle got equals to a side of this triangle we only considered three different elements right we only considered three different elements two triangles got congruent to one another right so this case we are calling it as angle side if two angles and a side of a triangle are equals to two angles and a side of a triangle then the two triangles are වැරදි එහෙම congruent කියන්න බෑ මේ බලන්න මෙහෙම වෙන්න ඕන මේ if two angles online කට්ටියත් හොඳට අහගන්න this angle equals to this angle හරිද this 30-degree angle got equals to this 30-degree angle now the side should be the corresponding side में මෙයාගේ 30 degree ඉස්සරහින් තියෙන side එකයි අහලා මොකද In this particular triangle, the side you have opposite to the 30-degree angle. If it is equals only, the two triangles are getting congruent to one another. Side එක equal වෙන්න ඕන තමයි. හැබැයි side එක තියෙන තැනත් දෙන්නගෙම එකම තැන තියෙනවා. equal වෙන angle එක ඉස්සරහින් හෝ අපි අර consider කරපු නැති angle එක තියෙනවනේ. ඒක ඉස්සරහින් හෝ කවුරු හරි කමක් නැහැ. Now the requirement is to be very clear. Two angles and a side of a triangle equals to two angles and the corresponding side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Am I clear enough? උදාහරණ පැහැදිලිද? corresponding side කියන එක හොඳට ඔළුවේ තියෙනවා. ඕන side එකක් කොට්ටු වෙයිද? කලින් වෙලාවේදී මොන angle එකද අපි ගත්තේ? included angle. මේ කේස් එකේදී අපි ගන්නේ කවුද? corresponding side. ඕන පුළුවන්ද? බෑ. If two angles and a side of a triangle equals to two angles and the corresponding side of the other triangle, two triangles are congruent. What is the case? Angle, side. Clear? Hari. අපි මේ දෙන්නව ආයි අලුතෙන් අඳිමුද? ඔයාලට අලුතෙන් අඳින්න. ඔයාලගේ 5 cm කියලා මම හරි measurement වලට නෑ නිකන් අඳින්න. Right, let's hurry up. Online ජනතාව එක clearing up. Online කට්ටිය. Am I clear enough? Yes, no. Draw these two triangles. No. Ini bukan tuh bikin. Right? කියන්නකෝ නේ. Right. All right, kids, let's write this. Consider. What are the two triangles? Triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Right. Now the case we know it as angle, side. So let's write in the correct order. Let's write them in the correct order. Alright, angle එක ගමුකෝ. කවුද? BCA equals QRP. Reason is data. CAB equals RPQ. Equals PQ data. Right. Therefore, parisaming triangle ABC congruent with the triangle PQR. Case is angle, side. Angle, side. Angel, side. We are never. Again, here also corresponding elements of these two triangles are equal. Karena dari itu, ikaw बोलते हैं वहां गिनिया सुन दिया kita akhirnya board deh. Alright, can you please write the corresponding elements of these two triangles? The corresponding elements which are equal to one another. Can you write it by your own? Tadi kanan balana. So what are the corresponding elements which got equals to one another? Huh? Never. Angle, very easy. ABC angle got equals to, should be equals to PQR. Ko ba neka therunna? Eka na therenna one. Eka therenna කියන්නේ අපේ නයි ඕන එකට. හරිද? Right. Now 30-degree angle is signing දෙන්න ගන්නවා. 40. What are the opposite sides which is opposite to 40-degree angle? BC should equals to what? BC should equals to what? QR ne baba. BC equals QR pude. The side which is opposite to this unknown angle. Unknown nahi ini aap danna passe hoyaganna puluwa. Right? So what are the two other sides which will be equals to one another? AC should be equals to PR. AC should be equals to PR. Okay. Back. Alright, clear? Yes. Quickly moving on. Exercise 5.2, question number 3. Exercise 5.2, question number 3. 5.2, question number 3 word. Huh? Five point two, question number 3. Exercise 5.2, question number 3. Kabala, let's hurry up. In the given figure, AB and CD are parallel to each other and BO equals to OD. Sure that. Yo. BCC. Does anyone need more time? Does anybody need more time? Yes, I do. In the given figure. Yeah. I know. Online at I know. Yeah. Right. AB and CD are parallel. AB and CD, AB and CD are parallel. Right? AB and CD are parallel to each other. BO side equals BO side equals OD. OD. Show that AOB congruent to DOC. Triangle congruent. Make if this is alpha, this angle also alpha degrees in magnitude. Yeah. May yang beta. May yang beta. Apa ini? Correct. Congruent or not? Angle, side. How again? So how to write this? Consider triangle AOB and triangle COD. COD. OD. AOB angle OAB equals what? OCD. What is the reason? AB parallel to CD. What angles? Alternate angles. Okay. Again, a pair which is equal, right? How the? No. Happens again. AB OAB के मतलब कैपिटल A B O equals constant. CD O. Reason AB parallel to CD. Alternate angle. Here was it. OB equals OD. Therefore, triangle AOB put a congruent with triangle COD. Case is angle side. Case is angle side. Case is angle side. Case is angle side. Right. Babala. This exercise 5.2. Exercise 5.2. Alright. Question number 4 and 5 will be homeworks for you. Our format එකේ කරන්න. කරලා ගෙනත් දෙන්න අපි බලලා දෙනවා. හරිද? Exercise 5.1. Question number 5 and 6 will be homeworks for you. Do it. Homeworks for you. Right? මේ homeworks ටික කරන්න. කැතයි. හා? මගේ එකක්ද?
නෑ homework එකේ
හරි group එකට දාන්න homework ටික.
සර් ඉතින් හොඳ කැරියර් කරන්න කියලා මොනවද?
හොඳ?
Right.
Okay. Wait. Now when are we going to meet again? We will not have classes this Sunday. And also we will not have the paper class on Monday. හරි ඔය නම් අපි ඔන්ලයින් කනෙක්ට් වෙලා කරමුද? මොකක්ද අර යන්නේ කිව්වොත් මට මතක නෑ මොකක්ද මේ ෆ්ලයි එක නේද? සිංගප්පූර් ෆ්ලයි එක එකක් තියෙන අර රවුමක් නේද? Right. So when are we going to meet again? When are we going to meet again? What is the date? What is the date? Can someone tell me the date? When are we going to meet again?
6 days.
Picture we have been right? We are meeting again on 6th April, right? So we will have classes again on 6th April. So I will let you know in the sometimes there might be some additional classes as well. Anna 6th April අපි හිතුනොත් 3 ඉඳන් 6 වෙනකන් මේ පන්තිය 3 ඉඳන් 8 වෙනකන් කරන්නත් ඉඩ තියෙනවා.
No thanks.
හරිද? හරි නෝ. කාට හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් හරි පන්ති සම්බන්ධ මොනවා ප්‍රශ්න දෙන්න ඔන්න තියෙනවා. හරි? දෙන්න ඕනේ.
ඉතින් මෙතන ඉන්නවා. දැන් අහන්න.
හරි? ලබන සතිය පන්ති දිනවල සෙනසුරාදා පන්ති දිනවල ඉරිදා පන්ති දිනවල අපි ඉරිදා පන්ති එක පේපර් එක ලියන්නද? හරිද? ඒ වගේ විදිහට ළමයින් ප්‍රශ්න. හරිද? කොල්ලේ අද නම් ලියන ගන්න ඇටෙන්ඩන්ස් ගන්න බැරි පාද. හරි. All right then. See you again on 6th of April. Please do the homeworks. මම group එකට papers ටික දාලා තියන්නම්. papers ටික කරන්න. paper class එකේ papers දෙකක් අපි group paper එකක් ඉවරයි. full papers දෙකක් ඉවරද? දෙකක්. හරි? පය පහේ full papers දෙකක් අපි ඉවරයි. හරි? විභාගෙට කලින් තව දෙකක්වත් කරලා යමු. හරි? So I will put some papers into the WhatsApp group. So you have to do it. I will correct it and I will give you the marks as well. All right. See you on when 6th of April then. Goodbye.
Sir, how's the class?
How's the class again?